Peace, love, and light to all of my viewers. This is Ansara. Okay, so I am here doing a Donald Trump 2020 election reading. Okay, and honestly, guys, I don't like doing the political stuff because a lot of people may know when it comes to politics, it depends on how much pull you may have. I would actually like for you guys to see. So, all right. Okay. Yeah, a lot of times it depends on how much pull you have sometimes. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, I first, so I've written down several things along with I pulled the cards. Okay? So, the first thing that we have is the Page of Wands reversed. And the Page of Wands reversed is for our present situation going on right now when it comes to Donald Trump. And my question was, will Donald Trump win 2020 election? This was my question when I shuffled. Okay. So for the present situation, I got the Page of Wands reverse. And the energy that I get from this Page of Wands reverse, I get manipulation. So that's telling me that there's a lot of information that's purposely withheld right now. There's going to be a lot of malicious stories circulating and going around to try and hide the truth of what's really going on behind closed doors with Donald Trump. His campaign is right now thriving on misinformation because they feel like if they continuously throw out information about whoever is going to be the primary candidate that they will be running against, as much misinformation they could throw out, it will cause chaos and it will distract from what's really going on with Donald Trump. So that's the present situation. Because when the Page of Wands, like I said, is reversed, that's definitely manipulation. What's crossing the Page of Wands has crossed the Bear, which is what is helping or hindering him. And with the Ten of Swords, that's telling me that it is hindering him in some sort of way. So we have the Ten of Swords, that's what's crossing, right? The Ten of Swords talks about some sort of endings, right? It talks about endings will be dramatic and it will be very shocking. But people have predicted these endings will come, especially to his base, and it will be due to facts coming forward. And the closure will be very harsh for him, but it will be a closure that is very much so necessary. So allow me to get to the end of this reading for y'all to understand when this closure is going to happen. Okay. So I do see he will eventually have to go. So that's his cross to bear due to his manipulation, because that's what's, the Ten of Swords is what's crossing the manipulation due to all the mischievous and manipulation that's been going on. So in the number three position, we have the Page of Swords, and it is also reversed. And the number three position is my best you can achieve at present. So the best that he can do right now. And honestly, the Page of Swords reverse is mischief. And you just never know where the Page of Swords reverse stands. The Page of Swords reverse is very manipulative energy. It keeps giving you misinformation. It's very deceptive. And when the Page of Swords is here reversed, it tells you need to check all paperwork and check all arrangements very carefully because there are lies within. So there is some things that the House and the Senate can dig up on him. They just have to carefully go through things with a fine tooth comb. I don't believe that it's anything that will happen really quickly, but I believe that it's something they can do. They can dig up. They already have a lot of information about his manipulation and his mischief. But what's going on right now, they're saying the best that Donald Trump can do right now when it comes to winning because is to be mischievous because it's the best he can do right now in the present. He will not win if he was doing the race legit without any help. And that's just me being honest, guys. You can look at these cards, you can see Page of Wands reverse, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords. Why would the Page of Swords be here for the best action he can take for his 2020 election? To be mischievous. That is because the last election he got help from Russia. And from what it looks like, guys, he's going to get help from Russia again. All right, so in our fourth position, we have the Eight of Swords reverse. And that is my hidden, what's hidden, what a lot of things that people may not know. Okay, hidden factors. So the Eight of Swords can be an energy of denial as well as an energy of You can only blame yourself for what's going on, and you can only blame yourself for the things that you've been hitting, and the way you're not trying to see the actions that you have taken to cause this, right? So the Eight of Swords also tells me, when I was channeling, I was getting the energy of he's losing perspective. And with him losing perspective, he can only blame himself for that. I do get an energy that he doesn't like what's going on right now with recent events. He feels like they're cutting swords right now in his direction. And the Eight of Swords reverse has a energy of guilt, like guilty, guilty of manipulation. The Eight of Swords is right under manipulation and mischief and ruin. And so, like, this is telling me, like, the Eight of Swords also is self reclamation, and it's a person refusing to see the chaos that they have caused, refusing to see the lies that they tell, refusing to see. He's very much so in denial. Okay. In our past position, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. And the Three of Pentacles reverse, it tells you in the, like, okay, when you look at this card, you see one person getting advice from another person. To me, the energy that I'm getting is like money, things that have to do with possible other foreign leaders with the Three of Pentacles reverse. Um, the Three of Pentacles reverse in the past position also talks about problems that are denied. It talks about different property schemes, talking to different world leaders when it comes to property schemes. So I believe the Three of Pentacles reverse is talking about him and his communication with Russia in the past. And it's definitely regards with money. And it talks about other influential world leaders and manipulation with the poles and working together with certain world leaders to, with that manipulation. Okay. So the other stuff that I have gotten. All right. So in our sixth position is talking about the next move, and that's the Nine of Cups reverse. The next move is telling me that his next move is like his relationships is going to suffer. His relationships with different foreign leaders, due to his ego. So we're going to see a lot more things coming out with Donald Trump due to his ego. Um, it's going to cause a lot of hurt. It's due to his self-centeredness, and it's going to affect our country negatively. It's going to cause a division, and it's going to be very frustrating, and it's going to cause a lot of delays to plans. There are going to be a lot of delays happening with the impeachment, with all those things. All right, seven, how he sees himself. So how he sees himself with the Emperor reverse, that tells me he knows he's stubborn. He knows he's possessive. That when the Emperor is reversed, that's the worst like energy, guys. Like, you don't want to be with a person that's the Emperor reverse. Let me just let you know this. And for him to see himself as the Emperor reverse, that should tell you a lot. Okay? So the Emperor reverse wants to control other people. The Emperor reverse wants to dominate certain situation. The Emperor reverse loses perspective on reality and what's going on. And the Emperor reverse is saying that it is time to take a step back. So as I continue to finish this reading, you're going to see why he's going to need to take a step back. So for the others' attitudes, we have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is talking about people are satisfied. People are happy we're having these investigations in him. People are enjoying what's going on, and people will enjoy getting him out of that space. Okay. So for our ninth position, we have hopes or fears, and that's the Eight of Cups reverse. So he's fearing the loss of love. He's fearing stagnation. He's fearing that he's not going to have any growth in this pregnancy, guys, presidency. He's not going to have as much growth, and he's fearing the lack of love. He really thrives on how people feel about him, what people think about him, and the lack of love is really affecting him, guys. It really makes him angry. So for the outcome, we do have the Chariot. The Chariot talks about someone taking control. Being that I asked the question, who will win the 2020 elections, this is telling me that he most likely will win. But it also is telling me that he will have a departure. So I do believe, because, the Chariot talks about triumph over obstacles, right? And that's telling me that he will be triumphant. But guys, it's not because of the people. He'll be triumphant because of the manipulation. Look at that Three of Pentacles reversed next to the Page of Wands, next to the Ten of Swords, and Nine of Cups reversed, next to getting what you want from others, right? So this is telling me that he's only going to get what he wish, not because of him trying hard, but because of the help of others, another from the past, right? From the past. This is talking about Russia. Russia is most likely going to hack the systems again. Guys, that's exactly like, look at these cards. So the overall energy, I have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is like telling me that he's very suspicious right now. He don't know who he can trust. He's being very deceptive. And there are some betrayals. There are going to be some people that will betray him, people that he had partnerships with. And the Two of Swords reverse also tells me that he thrives on drama. He thrives on manipulation, guys. All right, so my 2020 election prediction is that he will get reelected. But after he gets reelected, I do feel like he will leave office. He will not complete his full 4 years. Okay, his next 4 years. So technically, he won't complete a full 8 years, guys. He will win, but he only will win because of mischief, manipulation, lies, deceit. This whole spread talks about deception, guys. This whole spread. It even says the best he can do right now is to be mischievous because he will not win. He would not win it based off of our republic, based off of the people. He would not win. But the fact is, he is going to win. And it is meant for him to win because a lot of things are going to be brought out about him after the election, and then he will choose to walk away on his own. He will be overwhelmed with the lack of love that he receives. He will be overwhelmed with the information that comes forward about him and other foreign leaders, and something about money. Okay, definitely something about money. So my prediction is he's gonna win, and unfortunate to some of you and fortunate to others, and then unfortunate to some of you and fortunate to others, he will eventually walk out. So this is my prediction, and I'm telling you, I feel like this is accurate. He's gonna walk away on his own terms, and that's what it's gonna look like to the American people. But the reality of the situation is he's gonna walk away because a lot of information is going to come out about him and the shitty things that he's been doing behind closed doors. The stuff he's been doing behind closed doors, guys, it's horrible. Like, he has ties that is not good for the American people, but that just benefit him. He's doing things to benefit him and his progress and his family. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is something wrong with that when our national security is being jeopardized and other countries think that they can play with our elections, when everybody feels like we have a democracy, when we actually have a republic, and everybody feels like your vote matters. And if we want people to understand their vote matters, we shouldn't be allowing foreign countries to intervene. And the fact that he welcomes this is a little bit weird, but the fact that we're going to allow this, Republicans and Democrats, to happen again, that's crazy. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Honestly, Donald Trump has done some interesting things that have helped, like prison reform and all that stuff. But he is not a genuine person. He is not a good person. He does things based off his interest, and he became president for his own interest and his own ties with other leaders. And when our political system is being made a mockery, that's freaking ridiculous, guys. We can't allow that. So, peace, love, and light. This is my predictions. Please comment below what you guys think. See y'all soon.